first, my dear aspirant, will start. So one thing here is that, my dear aspirant, who can learn this course here is that first we'll discuss what are the things we are going to discuss today. Who can learn this course? Okay, fine. This is the thing I'm going to guide you. And my dear aspirant, so what the AI impact on different departments and different job roles, or we can say that what the impact of AI in different department, which department it is going to target, and what are the skills we need to upgrade in that so particular domain we are going to discuss. And at current trend, what are the companies are expecting from your side? What are the companies so are expect? I can say that what are the companies are expecting from candidates nowadays. We are going to discuss now. And another thing, what are the jobs responsible? What are the kinds of job opportunities we'll get by learning this course, and what will be your roles and responsibilities? Okay, by learning this course also we are going to discuss. And so coming to the technically, we are going to discuss here is what the difference between what is AI, okay, and going to discuss what is so machine learning and what is NLP, okay, we are going to discuss, and what is Gen AI, okay, and what is agentic AI, and what are the skills need to be upgraded to perfect in this so prompt engineering. Okay, all these things we are going to discuss here will come technical things, all these things will so discussed here. And next thing, projects. Okay, so these projects, my dear aspirant, as I told you now, we are having different kinds of students came from different departments. Okay, I will explain two projects, okay, to everyone, and as well as the two projects according to a domain. So I will guide you. Okay, fine, great. Next, why to join our organization? Okay, now these are all these things where you're going to be so discussed here. Fine. One thing here is that who can learn this course, my dear aspirant? Anyone? Okay, who can learn this course? Okay, fine. So my dear aspirant, like you, like working professionals, those who want to have the career growth and career switches from non-IT to IT. Okay, domain professionals especially, they want AI applications in their domains. Okay, business and management people, okay, they can so learn these things. And okay, freelancers, those who want to build any kinds of applications and all these things. So my dear aspirant, anyone so can learn this domain. So like those who are working in finance domain, also finance professionals, they can learn. So those who are working in marketing sector, marketing experts, healthcare professionals, my dear aspirants. So anyone, even senior managers and C-level executives also, so they're learning this course. Okay, now anyone from so IT employees from testing domains, okay, DevOps, full stack, everyone working in supporting role, non-supporting role or non-coding roles, everyone can learn this course, my dear aspirant. Okay, now fine. So coming to the things, what is happening around, and what we'll discuss the what is the AI of infrastructure logic we are going to so discussed once. Okay, fine. So what will be the AI structure layer we'll discuss, and we'll discuss the companies who are powering the artificial intelligence we are going to discuss. Now I will explain few theoretical points about this, and what are the nowadays, what are the companies so powering artificial intelligence. Then we'll get some idea about this. What are the companies nowadays so powering this AI we'll discuss. First one, my dear aspirant, in IT industry, first the mandatory thing is who is so building this chip and hardware components for AI. So who is building the chip and hardware components? Here is so it will be from NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, my dear aspirants, so what they are doing it here is they are designing this. They're building. I can say that they are designing this graphic processing unit which is very much important in the AI technology. So, okay, GPU is that thing but designed and developed by this NVIDIA. Okay, na, and my dear aspirant coming from Intel, what they are coming is so they are designing some processors. We're getting lots of processor for AI systems. So we are getting this hardware component from so Intel. Okay, na, and coming from so Apple, we are getting some neural engines. So what the company's contribution? We are seeing it like in AI chips. Okay, especially in iPhone and Macs. Okay, so neural engine. Okay, and as well as from so AMD, where they are also CPUs, and plus as well as they're also so designing this graphic processing units also fine. Okay, and coming to this Qualcomm, what the Qualcomm is coming here is that Qualcomm is coming with mobile chips. Okay, these are the chips and hardware components coming from various companies. And coming to cloud, my dear aspirant, cloud and compute platforms. If you go with cloud, so sorry, cloud and compute platforms. If you go with okay, so we are having Microsoft. Okay, they are having with Azure AI and with the integration with OpenAI. So they are so delivering these products. And Google, we are having Google Cloud plus TPUs. And coming to Amazon Web Services, AWS plus AI infrastructure. So they have been designing. And coming from IBM, so enterprise AI plus as well as cloud systems we are getting from them. And coming to so Oracle, so they are designing a cloud infrastructure. So like this, coming to in cloud and compute platforms. So these are the organizations we are getting. And coming from the AI models, okay, and as well as research companies, what are the AI models, and as well as so research companies we are having it here is we are having OpenAI. So my dear Asun, basically it is building so GPT models. Okay, we are having OpenAI. So basically it is used to it is building some GPT models to us. Okay, now fine. And as well as we are having Anthropic. So they are building some cloud models to us. And we are having so Meta, it is building the Llama models. And as well as we are having so DeepMind, it is doing advanced AI research like AlphaGo and all these things. Okay, so coming to OpenAI, so they are designing the GPT means generative pre-trained so transformers. Okay, they are designing. And coming to so Anthropic, so my dear aspirant, they are designing some cloud models. Okay, and coming to Meta, so they are designing Llama models. And DeepMind, if you go with the DeepMind, what they're doing, they are doing some advanced research, advanced AI research. Okay, advanced, they're doing the advanced AI. Okay, so research on AlphaGo and all these things. Okay, fine. This is the thing. And coming to in India, my dear aspirant, almost our service-based companies like TCS. Okay, in India, if you go with what are the contributions you are getting from them here is in India. So in Tata, in TCS, they are designing enterprise AI solutions. In Infosys, okay, AI consulting and automation. In Wipro, mainly they are focusing AI plus cloud services. And Reliance Industries, they are focusing on AI plus digital infrastructure. So not all these things they are doing. Okay, so this is the AI infrastructure what you are getting from various organizations, my dear aspirants. Okay, now nowadays the companies are investing huge amount of money so on these hardware components and as well as cloud and compute platforms and AI model and research, and as well as our service based companies also. So they are investing huge amount of things on this so AI products. And coming to the what will be the impact of AI in various departments. Okay, now which departments it will target, and what are the skills need to be upgraded, and where we need to integrate Gen AI, we are going to discuss. Okay now. So what will be the impact of AI in different domains, okay, different departments, and what are the skills need to be upgraded in that specific domain, we'll discuss it. First thing, my dear aspirant, here is what the AI is targeting more here is it is targeting the management roles. Okay, if I go with here, so what the AI is doing it here is AI is mainly it is targeting the manager roles. So like who is designing reports, dashboards, performance tracking, scheduling, all these things will be replaced in the management roles, my dear aspirant. Those who are having unique leadership qualities, okay, team motivation, conflict resolutions, so those who are having these skills, they can survive in these management roles. So now AI is targeting these management roles, and as well as HR department also, like resume screening, interview scheduling, basic onboarding, everything will be replaced by AI. And what the HR, what will stay in the HR department, final hiring decisions and employee engagement and all the culture building activities, okay, that will be done by the humans. And even in testing domain, my dear aspirant, it is going to target like manual testers, okay, those who are doing repetitive test cases we are having, and bug detection, some basic level bug detections, they will AI will target, okay na. So in testing domain also, and as well as in web development also, my dear aspirant, AI is going to target like in web development, like so creating the basic user interface, okay, template design, okay, and simple user interface design, I can say that basic web creation, all these things will be replaced in AI development. Okay, now what will stay here is, okay, nowadays every application is integrating with AI systems. Okay, now this thing will be stayed. Okay, all the applications who are working in this full stack web development, the thing here is that every application still need to be get integrated with AI. So they are working on that. Okay, fine. And I can say that those who are working in non-IT jobs, my dear aspirant, their jobs can be replaced, like data entry operators, book office processing, so basic accounting, all these things, these roles, their roles also can be replaced. And I can go with the telecalling department and customer support and all these things. And another thing, those who are working in the database administration, okay, their jobs also are going to be replaced. Okay, if you go with database administration, like nowadays what is happening here is that due to this evolution of Gen AI, auto query automation is been happening, okay, and some performance tuning, backup and recovery automation, all these tasks will be done by AI only. Okay, so like manual query tuning and routine database monitoring, all these things will be replaced in this database administration roles also for DBA people also. Okay na? So who will be sustained? Data architects and as well as AI driven database engineers, they are going to serve. Okay na? And as well as if you go with the networking domain also, my dear aspirant, okay now in network, see why, because as I told you, in your batch we're having different types of uh, aspirants coming from different departments, so I am explaining according to them. So if you go with networking, my dear aspirant, network engineer also, those who are working in network engineering also, their jobs also going to be replaced, like those who are handling the network traffic prediction, auto fault detection, and as well as self healing networks also is there now. In that, the types of things easily we can replace by this Gen AI and agentic AI also. Okay, na? And so like those who are manually network monitoring, all these things will be replaced. Who is going to get a job? Those who add AI before network. So the thing here is that AI network engineers, so they are going to get the job. Okay, those who are working in technical support, Even TCS also not hiring these types of roles, my dear aspirant. Technical support and help desk. Okay, now these roles also so can be replaced easily, my dear aspirant, and as well as system administration. Those who are working in system administration. Okay, now system administration roles. Okay, and I can talk like that if you go further beyond, my dear aspirant, like service monitoring automation. Okay, so those are working on that auto path updates, failure predictions, all these things easily will be replaced. Okay, na fine. And coming to the thing, and next, documentation and technical writing, and even in digital marketing, if you go with those who are working in SEO and digital analytics, so like that, so account softwares everywhere, my dear aspirant, AI is repeating who is doing the repetitive task, manual monitoring, and basic analysis. All these things is going to replace. But what AI is not going to replace here is AI is not going to replace those who are very good at decision making. Still, AI need to be get trained in making okay decision making and creativity. It will take some time and logical thinking. AI is not going to replace if you're having these unique skills. Okay, another thing, my dear aspirant, what will be the jobs you are going to get? As I told you, these are the targets, these are the job roles A is going to target. Okay, and my dear aspirant, every technology okay is going to create more jobs than it destroy, but now only for the skilled people. A is not removing the jobs, it is creating the completely new roles. Okay, 10 years back, my dear aspirant, full stack web development is trend. Now, a full stack web developer is going to be rule the market. Prompt engineer is going to rule the market. Okay. And a product manager, these are the new roles we are going to see, my dear aspirants. LLM engineer, all these things I will explain. What is mean by LLM, my dear aspirants? What is mean by large language models? What are the skills need to be to needed to become the A full stack web developer? I'm going to explain. And RAG engineer, my dear aspirant. Okay, now. So these are the new roles we are going to see. Okay, and I can say that A architecture, or A architect. Okay, and A automation specialist. So all the new roles we are going to see in the IT industry, my dear aspirant. By learning this course, my dear aspirant, you will be eligible for all these courses, all these job roles. Okay, now? And even for data scientist also we can go. So to become data scientist, we need to add few more technologies. Okay, fine. Okay, these are the things, these are the new job roles we are going to be see in the IT market. Okay, a full stack web developer, prompt engineer, so a product manager, LLM engineer, a automation specialist, we can go with it. Okay, no? And a ethics specialist is also is there. Okay, if at all of that, my dear aspirant, still few more new roles we are going to get in IT industry, which you have never listen and which you are not aware of this. So jobs also, okay, no? Okay, this is the thing we need to observe. So fine. So my dear aspirant, just now AI is arrived now. Okay, now every future everything will be so AI only. Okay, fine. So these are the things. Okay, fine, great. So now I understand. So coming to the technical points, we are going to discuss here is okay, what is AI? We are going to discuss, and we are going to discuss what is machine learning and what is NLP and what is so agentic AI, what is agentic AI, and we are going to discuss what is meant by prompt engineering. Okay, na? Fine. So coming to the things, my dear aspirant. So we all know the technical things. What is the technical definition about AI? AI means nothing but to make the machines or systems think like humans. Okay, so I can elaborate here is that like making the machines or systems that can think like human. Okay, now that can, we can say that that can so think like humans, and we can say that that can learn and give decision like humans. So nothing but AI is nothing but replacing the humans. Okay, what are the human activities are doing? Everything will be done by this AI. Okay, now what you're doing, we're training the machines or systems that can think, learn, and decide like humans. Okay, now coming to the AI, in AI we're having so lots of branches, my dear aspirant. So if you come with computer science, okay, in this computer science we're having in the branch, first branch, so not first, okay, very large vast branch we are having is first one is artificial intelligence. Okay, so AI first. Okay, we'll go with artificial intelligence. Okay, so in this AI, okay, fine. Next, in AI we're having lots of subdomains, my dear aspirant, like machine learning. We're having it. Okay, inside that machine learning, so the advanced deep learning, we're having it. Okay, we're having machine learning, and after that machine learning, inside that machine learning, we'll have the this deep learning. Okay, and next, my dear aspirant, NLP, natural language processing, we're having, and next, so generative AI. So all these things comes under AI only. Okay, AI is a branch, comes under computer science. In that AI will have machine learning. Inside that machine learning, some deep learning concepts will be there, and NLP. Okay, the natural language processing. It will also comes under the AI only. Okay, natural language processing. Okay, this is the next term. We're having generative AI and as well as agentic AI. Okay, generative AI and agentic AI. Fine. So these are the things we are having it here. So fine. So next, my dear aspirant, we'll see what is mean by machine learning. We'll see it. So brief introduction about machine learning. We are going to see it here. At present, all this machine learning pre-trained models are there. Okay, no need to create. We need to train the model from the scratch. Okay, now. So machine learning, I can say that machine learning is a subset of AI. So I can say that machine learning is a subset of AI. Okay, this is the thing. And machine learning, what is mean by machine learning here is that, so it was a trending technology before Gen AI. So machine learning, it is a technique. What will happen here is that here the application or system, it will learn from the past data. I can say that it is a system which will learn patterns, okay, from the past data. Okay, na? So by using this past data, it is going to make the decisions, or it is going to make some predictions without writing any code. So nothing but machine learning, I can say that, my dear aspirant, learning from the data, we can call it as a machine learning. Okay, learning from so data. Okay, fine. So where you are using this machine learning, like in Netflix recommendations, you are it here based upon your past data, based upon your watch history, it is going to so generate the recommendations to you. Okay, na? And as well as, my dear aspirant, previously here while working in this machine learning, so projects like classification, okay, like to identify so male versus female. If you so train the data of let us assume that if you train the data of so 1,000 male and female, so based on the past data, if you provide any pic or if you provide any image, it is going to predict whether it is a male or female. How the machine learning work? Machine learning basically it will works on past data, learning from the so learning the past data. Okay, na? So like this is the thing we need to observe it here. So, and if you go with where we are using this machine learning here is that so everywhere, like if you go with recommendation systems, okay, now if you go with recommendation systems, okay, there we are using, so like in Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube. Okay, so like it will suggest the movies, product, videos based upon your past data, my dear aspirant. Okay, and as well as in healthcare applications, we are using this, which is used to detect the diseases from scans and all these things, and even in self-driving and smart systems. Okay, so what you have to do, we need to train the data now. So that will be done by our machine learning experts only. Self-driving and in smart systems also, we're using this so machine learning. Okay, basically I can say that machine learning is nothing but it will learn from the so past data, and it is going to analyze, and it is going to create it will going to give some predictive models and all these things.